Let's understand the Democratic Republic of the Congo in this video. Have you ever wondered what a country full of rivers and rainforests looks like? Think of a place where it is warm and rainy for much of the year and trees grow very fast. The area between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn is called the tropical or equatorial region. This region is hot and gets a lot of rain all year. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, or DRC, lies mostly in this tropical zone. The DRC is a very large country in Central Africa. It is the second largest country in Africa after Algeria, covering about 23.5 lakh square kilometers. The equator passes through the northern part of the country, so much of the DRC is hot and wet. Now let us look at the land and rivers. The Congo River is one of Africa's longest rivers, and it flows through the country. The river makes a large basin, and this basin is mostly lowland with forests and swamps. This basin is important for travel because boats can move people and goods across long distances. The Congo River begins in the highlands of East Africa and goes to the Atlantic Ocean. In its lower parts, there are strong currents and Inga Falls, which can be used for hydroelectric power. Around the basin, there are higher lands like plateaus and some mountains. In the northeast are the Ruwenzori Mountains, and their highest point is Mount Margarita. Along the eastern border lie four big lakes, named Albert, Edward, Kivu, and Tanganyika. These lakes are part of the Great Lakes of Africa. Let us talk about the climate and plants now. The DRC has a tropical climate, so many places are hot and rainy all year. Mornings can feel pleasant. Afternoons often become very warm, and heavy rains may fall in the evening. Nights and early mornings are usually cooler and more comfortable. Because it is hot and wet, plants grow quickly, and the Congo Basin has dense evergreen rainforests. These forests have tall trees whose tops form a thick canopy that blocks much sunlight. The undergrowth is very dense, and walking through can be hard. The forests and rivers support many animals. You can find gorillas, chimpanzees, and bonobos, and many kinds of monkeys. In swampy rivers, there are hippos, crocodiles, and many kinds of fish. The Ituri forest has special animals like the okapi and several antelopes. Open grasslands and patches of savanna have lions, cheetahs, hyenas, giraffes, and buffaloes. Many birds live near lakes and rivers. For example, pelicans, ducks, owls, and eagles. People in the DRC mainly depend on the land and forests for their living. Farming, forestry, and fishing give food and income to most families. Farmers grow food crops like cassava, rice, and maize, and cash crops like cocoa and coffee. Other crops include tobacco, cotton, rubber, and oil palm, which are sold to earn money. Many farmers use simple traditional methods to grow crops. The country is also rich in minerals such as gold, cobalt, copper, petroleum, and diamonds, which are exported. There are some small industries that process local farm products and make clothes and shoes. Life in the DRC varies a lot, with many people living in small villages and others in towns or cities. Cassava is a staple food for many, and fish is important in the diet in river areas. Most people belong to Bantu language groups and share music, dances, and colorful clothing for festivals. Original forest peoples include groups often called pygmies or Bambuti, who lived by hunting and gathering. Some of these forest communities still live in simple huts in places like the Ituri forest. Building roads and railways is hard in dense forests, so the road and rail network is limited and often poorly kept. Because rivers are wide and navigable, water transport is an important way to travel and move goods. Air travel is also used, and the country has many airstrips and more than 200 airports to connect remote places. About 30% of the people live in towns and cities. Kinshasa is the capital and the biggest city, and Lubumbashi is important for mining. Other cities are Kananga, Kisangani, Likasi, and Kikwit, and the port city Matadi handles sea trade. The country is working to improve roads, buildings, and services using money from exports. So, what do we learn from this? The DRC is a large tropical country shaped by the Congo River Basin, dense rainforests, rich wildlife, and many natural resources. This mix of land, climate, and resources affects how people live and work in the country. Let us quickly remember the main points. Big river basin, evergreen rainforests, many animals, useful minerals, and farming. So today we learned where the DRC is, what its land and climate are like, and how people live there. Keep exploring places on your map and notice how land and rivers shape life for people and animals. Thank you for listening, and if you want to learn more, do explore related lessons on EduRev in a gentle, curious way.